let's walk through and create the details of our experience right now. First, we will tab over, and this is pretty straightforward. I think you can figure out location. The language, obviously, you need to pick a language you can fully function in, as it says you should be able to read, write, and speak in your primary language. You can always add them later. So whatever your primary language is, pick that. Then the category, you pick out of business, entertainment, sports, wellness, nature, food, drink, fashion, history, music, and nightlife. For my event, I'm picking, or my experience, I'm picking business. And then you pick what you're doing for the majority of the experience. Learning or practicing a skill or other unique activity, I believe, is what will come up as a workshop. Then if you have a nonprofit, you can check there. When we go down next to About You, the About You is where you really need to sell your experience with whatever you're sharing. And when it comes to the location, there's a question about how much time you've spent in a city, because these experiences are locally focused events. That means you should be in that actual city. I was thinking before this about, say, putting these in a bunch of different cities, but that's not the way they want these set up. They want these experiences hosted by locals. Therefore, there's a question, how much time have you spent in St. Petersburg? Now, you could round this if, for example, I've lived in the Tampa, St. Petersburg, Sarasota metro area now for 8 years, but I've only lived in the city of St. Petersburg for about 3. So I answered directly to St. Petersburg there. You could expand that as needed. You also have a question, how long have you been practicing or studying or teaching that activity, which means you want to plan to do something you're really good at, more than likely, not that you just picked up. As it says, being a novice or just learning about an activity, the idea with the experiences is to have experts. If you have formal education, if you click yes on this one, you can put the certifications in. And if you've done this informally or another platform, you can put yes. Now, if you're going to offer an Airbnb experience, you should have at least done this informally. I did what I'm considering offering here informally with my friend Thomas George. He came over, we did the exact same kind of thing informally that I would do for the experience. Therefore, you absolutely should put yes for this. Please at least practice this with someone or on someone else before doing this. I would imagine if you click no, I haven't, this is a good signal not to approve the gig. Although I don't know if that's for certain. I'm just saying you really should put yes on this one. Finally, you've got on this page, you got a social media following and website links. Definitely, if you've got your own website, Facebook, YouTube, you can drop Twitter, Instagram, etc. This is only for Airbnb. If I'm offering a workshop on a live video production studio, I absolutely need my website, Facebook, and YouTube where you can see what I do with the studio. I recommend here, make sure you put things on here because this is only for Airbnb. Put things on here that are relevant to Airbnb deciding whether you've got experience with whatever experience you're offering. The social media links are not just for people to click on. These are for Airbnb to essentially review what you've done. All right, that's the beginning of getting this started through the About You page. We will continue by walking through the rest of this.